Hey, what's going on? This is vehicle problems. I'm having another problem with this Lincoln Continental. As you see right here, I had to top off my power steering fluid because it was leaking. And you can see it all right here. Okay, so this right here is my pressure hose going into the power steering pump. Now over here, wait, hold up. Okay, now you can see right here. Let me get right up. Look at that hole right there. I guess that's like a check valve or something like that. So I went to the rockauto.com website and I placed an order for a power steering pump, and I got one that came with the pulley. I also ordered a power steering pressure hose tube. Although I really didn't need that, I ordered it just in case I may need it, even though it doesn't fit, so I wouldn't get that. I also ordered an extra Teflon seal just in case I need one for the power steering hose, which I did need it. What's going on? This is Vehicle Problems. Just got my package from Rock Auto. I'm about to open it up. This should be my power steering pump and my pressure hose, so let's get to it.
Okay, let's get to it. Let's open it up. Box, okay. Let's get it. See how you got it up in here? Okay. You got it packed nicely. Okay. I don't know if I need these, but I bought these anyway. This is the power steering washers, but I think it already comes with this. Okay. This is the pressure hose right here. I'm gonna take this out right now. Hold on.
Okay, let's get up in here. And this is right here, power steering pump. And this is with the pulley. That is the part number. Okay, this is the packaging that comes inside the power steering pump. As you can see, it comes with a Teflon seal, so I really didn't need one, but it wasn't that much, so it's okay if I bought a spare. That's the power steering pump. It comes with the pulley. It's best to order it with the pulley unless you like putting pulleys on. All right, these are all the tools I used, but you'll probably need just a 8mm socket, 10mm socket, 18mm combination wrench, a 3/8 of an inch drive with some type of short extension or long extension, an offset hose pick or a flathead. You need a plastic fastener removal or a flathead, a straight jaw locking pliers, and a Phillips screwdriver. You'll also need a floor jack so you can jack up your vehicle, jack stands so you can work underneath your vehicle safely, Mercon V transmission fluid for your power steering pump, a torque wrench, 19mm socket for your to remove your wheel, and some type of cheater pipe or whatever to go over your 3/8 of an inch drive to remove your belt from your tensioner pulley. First thing I would do is turn off the air suspension. The switch should be located in your trunk. After that, disconnect your negative battery cable. Then go straight to your power steering reservoir. You can remove the power steering fluid from the reservoir. I didn't. Remove the two 8mm bolts from the reservoir and the four 8mm bolts from the bar behind the reservoir. Use the pliers to apply tension to the hose clip and push it back. Use a flathead or a hose pick to break the hose from the reservoir and remove the hose from the reservoir. Get your 3/8 of an inch drive, place it in a slot of the tensioner pulley, pull back on the tensioner pulley. Use your other hand to remove the belt from the alternator pulley only. Use some cable ties to secure the top of your radiator. Remove 3 8mm bolts and 5 push pins from your air deflector. Remove 4 8mm bolts from your power steering mount bracket to your radiator support. Remove 4 push pins from your front bumper cover to your radiator support. Remove 3 8mm bolts from each side of your radiator support. Dang, it's all on. Okay, I don't want to get it on this camera, but yeah, it's leaking, see? So, wait, let me get a, can you see that? Oh, you can't even see it. But it's leaking right up in there, right by the check valve. So disconnect 2 electrical connectors from the AC compressor. Remove 3 10mm bolts from the AC compressor. I did not disconnect this AC compressor. Well, I just disconnected the 2 electrical and the 3 bolts, but I did not evacuate the refrigerant or disconnect anything right here, so it's about to come out. And I did not disconnect the AC compressor. And let's see, I did not drain any coolant. Remove the thermostat or thermostat housing with a water connector. I'm just gonna take this out. I dropped the AC compressor, did not disconnect the refrigerant line, so I didn't have to evacuate the refrigerant. And as you can see, I did not disconnect the water connection, the thermostat, the lower radiator hose. I did not drain any coolant. I have access to this leaking water pump. Not water pump, I meant to say power steering pump. You see that? Hold up, let me get it. That's the new one. Okay. Oh boy. I mean, this is perfect. This is so perfect. I have access to all 1, 2, and the other 4s up there. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is perfect. All you have to do is remove this. Remove this hose. Hold up. Okay. Like that. Bam. Let's get it right out of here. Okay, wait, let me get something to drain that power steering. Oh, look at it, it's coming out. Uh-oh. Hold up, let me get something. Okay, I got something for the power steering fluid to drain in this bag. Okay, after you got the hose disconnected, just let it drain. I got it draining up in this plastic bag, the fluid. Before I completely remove the pressure hose, I'm just letting it drain. Okay. Let's try to get this thing out of here. This look at all that. Finally got the old one out. As you can see, it was leaking from here. This is the old one, power steering pump. And this is the new one. So we built one. Let's put it over here. Okay. The old one. The new one. Alright, got it back up in there. To gain access to the pressure hose tube, you will need to remove the front passenger wheel. Use a Phillips screwdriver to remove 3 screws from the splash guard as shown. Remove 4 push pins from the splash guard and remove the splash guard as shown. Disconnection requires an 18mm combination wrench. Use some pliers on the right side. Counterclockwise. Use a 10mm to remove the bolt. Remove the bracket. Disassemble the bracket using a flathead screwdriver. There is no need to remove the oil pressure sensor from the oil pan. Check it out. Like this. Okay, now remove it. Like this. Just like this. Let's take a look at it. Okay, so I've done it. And just it comes right up. Hold up. Well, you get the picture. Just get the other side. I can do it with one hand. Okay, there it is. You see that? Take this up. Just this side. And it comes right off. And you can clean this up. use it when you're new. Unfortunately, this Gates hose did not work out for me because it was too long and it was curved where it wasn't supposed to be. So I ended up tossing it. But before I did that, I took off the Teflon seal and reused it to install the Teflon seal, warm it up under some hot water, and then put it on. This is how I'm putting the AC compressor back up by myself. Okay, I got this floor tray, and I'm just jacking it up here. Now, as you can see, you can see a water pump, right? Not the water pump, the power steering pump, but I got this jacked up, and I'm about to jack it up in there. Check this out. Look at this. It's up here now. All I have to do, 3 bolts, 2 connectors, and then put the rest of the stuff back together. After you put the car back together, jack up the front end of the vehicle with both wheels off the ground, fill power steering reservoir to the cold full mark, start vehicle. Keep refilling to the cold full mark. Meanwhile, have somebody rotate the steering wheel from left to right. Keep doing that for about 5 minutes or until you get air out the system and stop seeing bubbles from the reservoir. Check for leaks at all points of connections.